All right, all right. And all right, we set up, We're good to go. We are live on Facebook and Instagram. I'm about to say Instagram. We are not on Instagram. we are live on Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook, YouTube, what up? What up?
What up? What up? Welcome to the Flip the Switch podcast, where we flip the switch on everything.
Everything. Cool.
Oh, I missed that so much. Hold on, I got that one more time. Welcome to the Flip the Switch podcast, where we flip the switch on everything.
Boys to men, everything. Damn, I can't do that dude voice, man. Dude voice is deep.
Hey, which one is that? Is that no, it's not Mike, and it's not Ronnie.
I do not know their names.
It's Mike, Ronnie, and I forgot that too. Man, I feel bad because I'm saying like we're talking about a very popular group, and I can't think of the other. You know what's sad? I don't want to say this, but I think Mike and Ronnie are like the two most famous, most popular two out of the group.
Really? I don't know. I never
knew
their names. I always felt like though, like as far as singing is concerned, don't mess with them dudes. Them dudes got both. No. God, y'all.
No, you don't mess with that. You don't touch that.
But I just never knew their names. And I never like, and it's weird too. That to me they kind of have that like you know, like the Andre 3000 effect he has on rap. It's like they don't have.
Oh, it's like that. Oh yeah,
2 million songs. You know what I'm saying? But like when they do make a song, it's undeniable. You know what I mean?
You might have to like log out and then log back in. Zoom is doing you dirty right now. I'm talking about doing you bad. I'm gonna have to literally play this back on Instagram or something for the sake of it. It's doing you bad, man. Dang, they doing my brother bad today. That's cold-blooded. Come on, Zoom. Y'all probably got a bunch of meetings going on, so y'all server might be crashing. What is this today? What is this today? Shout out to Zoom for this. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me, right? All right. So all of our amazing game changers out there doing your thing. Okay. So for some reason. Okay.
Is that better?
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
If not, all right.
It's not. Okay. So it didn't.
Yeah, but I was saying that song that they made called Mama is gonna be played for decades. People still use that song on special occasions.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact. I'm just trying to figure out why we are not. Okay, we probably are, but like it's not showing up.
What's not showing?
Oh, there you go. It's on there. It's on. Okay, cool. We good. Oh, I forgot to change the thing too. Oh yeah. Let's see. Can I change this while we in the middle of it? I forgot the. Let's see. I think I could do it. We are we are not live with Legendary Minds. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the last podcast that we did, Legendary Minds. That episode was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like we really got into some stuff. Which actually brings us to our topic for the day, the Church of Mental Health. So, yeah, right. we definitely got, so that is it. I should have copied and paste. Hopefully it changes. If not, it's okay. But nonetheless, so now I messed up the stream. Oh man. All right, I probably shouldn't have did that. My bad. It's okay. I'm learning as I go and grow. So nonetheless, let's do this. Let's just do this. Let me just, since I'm not. Let's just do this. Okay. Nope, I'm not gonna. Just for now, I'm just gonna hold on. I'll just figure it out as I go. But anyways, welcome back, my brother.
Man, it feels good to be here, man.
It's been a minute. I miss you, man. It ain't the same doing the, you know what I'm saying? It's just not the same, man.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it feels good to be back.
Your energy is unduplicated.
Oh, yeah, man.
I just made it up. You feel me? Unduplicatable. So, yeah, man. So listen, random opinion. You know what I'm saying? Random opinion.
Oh, yeah, so.
Make it, you know what I'm saying, even more random. Holla at your boy. What you got?
Shoot.
Let's make this authentically random.
Yeah, this is.
Side note, disclaimer. As I love to do, I am like the king of disclaimers. I'm dubbing myself that because I give a disclaimer every time I go live. I am in full daddy duty mode at the same time. So y'all give me just a second. Hey! Your bed is noisy. Get in your bed. Thank you. Appreciate it. I love you too, son. I love you too. Good job, Lennox. Good job. Good job, Mark. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. All right, I'm back. Back like I never left. So yeah, authentically random. What's up?
Okay, I gotta throw some up real quick. All right. I'll do this. All right. Cool. Oh, wait. No, I'll say this. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Kanye West is the best thing that happened to gospel for our generation.
Oh.
Yep, for our generation.
Y'all excuse me again. Hey! Your bed is noisy. I don't know why it's noisy, Lennox and Mark. Go to sleep. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you. All right, I'm back. Kanye West. Ooh.
That's best thing that happened to gospel for our generation.
Would you even dare to say of all time? I'm just trying to, I'm messing.
It ain't been that long.
It ain't been that long. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did you see the last promo he just put out?
Oh yeah. Oh my God, boy. He out here trying to start some stuff, man.
Bro, not just the music, the context. You know what I'm saying? The fact
yeah. He said, listen, I am going to be the most controversial CHH gospel, contemporary Christian, non-Christian R&B, pop,
whatever
hip-hop,
genre you want to make up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, you want to talk about Paul, like modern day Paul, I am all things to all people in music, in the music industry.
It's iconic, man. It's iconic.
Boy,
you know what I'm saying?
That angle,
and then the fact that
angle, bro, I was like, yo, what is he? I said, wait, what is he doing? I know. I thought that, I was like, that's, I said, wait, whoa, okay, he got to, but before, I said, yo, wait, he's what? I said, this might be interesting. Cause I thought it was a thong. I said, whoa, hold up, what am I watching? Shout out to Kanye, man. Shout out to Kanye. That mess had me like, I said, yo, what?
Me too, man. And Elon's pointed this out to me. I didn't even notice this on my own. You know, they both lost their mothers. You know what I'm saying? And
Ooh.
remember, the whole controversy was that she hit the weed because she lost her mom.
Right.
And you know, he lost his mom. And the name of the song is called No Child Left Behind. Like, that just, all that together just sounds like amazing. And I'm like, okay, like, dude, you're not just here to like exploit it don't look like he's here to exploit the gospel, but it looks like the people in the industry, you know what I'm saying, have somebody that's looking at them now and looking to bring them over to the light. Like, it's different. I remember when he first got saved, he was saying like, yo, all the people in the industry, all the best rappers, the best athletes, the best producers, he said they're gonna start doing stuff for God. I remember when he made that statement, everybody thought he was tripping. But if you look at all the features on his album, and then look at that, it's like, he ain't playing. He's not playing.
Oh, Kanye ain't playing with nothing to nobody.
He's not playing.
You know, Kanye is, boy, look, y'all.
And then to drop an album after you run for presidency, and he didn't say nothing in between. He was just completely quiet in between all that.
Right.
You know, I'm too hyped for that.
Yeah. So Kanye came to play.
Yeah. So I'm not, my opinion is not based on him having simply the best gospel music of our generation, but he's the best thing that happened to the industry overall. And I include the music, but the context behind him being a part of that industry and everything is just amazing. I'm glad I was alive to see that happen.
Oh yeah, that transition is beautiful. To say
it's beautiful. And not to mention the album that his choir did without him is one of the best gospel albums of all.
Bring that back. What did I miss?
Yeah, they did the album that the Sunday Service Choir did. He's not on that album at all. The Jesus is Born album. He's not on there.
Oh, I didn't. Whoa, I need to see. I'm behind.
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure he's part of the production, you know what I'm saying? But he's not, he don't rap at all. It's just all worship music.
So he probably produced it, just
I know he produced it. But you know, he decided he has an album out with just choir music with no rapping. Like, that's dope to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
Yeah.
His choir is dope.
So
So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of glad you brought up Kanye, because it does, you know what I'm saying, it does help to kind of get into this conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, God, I see what you did right there. I see
what you did there. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all excuse me, I'm over here snapping my fingers. I ain't doing my step though. But I am doing this all by myself. So,
I feel you.
I don't know why my son be testing me. You know, I don't know why kids test their parents, man. I just I mean, I know I did it. Don't get me wrong, I did it.
They got you.
But I didn't test my mom or daddy nearly as much. Like, I don't like, they be thinking this is a game. Like, you must not know your daddy. Okay, it's okay. Father, forgive him, for he know not what he do. All right. So, the church and mental health, man. Yeah.
Wait, do we have a highlight?
I mean, I feel like you're the highlight of the week right now. You know what I'm
saying?
This is like your return, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is your return.
Don't blush, man. Don't do me like
that. Listen. First and foremost, I gotta take a moment to just be a little selfish here. The man got a beat. You know what I'm saying? The man got a song that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? He working on some music for his book. You know what I'm saying? I'm featured on one of those tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm grateful for that. But not only is he selfless in that sense, you know what I'm saying? But he's selfless in the sense of this dude did a She Gonna Clap freestyle remix, man, and barred up on just every bar. Like, I mean, the dude is just phenomenal with the bars. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got a track called Wise, which is on that track on that project that I told y'all about that is coming out, you know what I'm saying, about this book. So the dude, I mean, he got the experience, which, you know, is, you know, that is phenomenal for the time that it was done in, and I still feel like it's dope. You go back and listen to it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go and listen to it today. I'm gonna go and have me an experience today. And then his penmanship has been sharpened. Like, this dude. Oh, and hey, so in my, it's funny. It's funny that I'm mentioning this because I actually said in one of the new lines for the for the other section that we are working on, I said that what I'm saying. I said sharpen I said sharpen in solitary. So what I'm saying, just like you by yourself, just a little giveaway, just a little giveaway. It ain't too, but just a little. Like, yo, look at this. You know what I'm saying? So, run that to the TD. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? He been sharpening his pen in the solitary, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about the card game, of course. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I just feel like, highlight, you know what I'm saying? This your first episode back in a while, you know what I'm saying? Things have changed for you. You know what I'm saying? You got some things going on. I ain't gonna say nothing else, but you know what I'm saying? You got some things going on. So, we've been trying to figure out the schedule. And so, I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? Every Wednesday. This is right now. This is every Wednesday thing. 10:15 to 11:15 Pacific Standard Time, 1:15 to 2:15 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm glad to have my brother back. You know what I'm saying? Highlighted me.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
So hope I did you
and since we were plugging it, I did just drop Black Diamonds last week, and it's at 30K on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to SoundCloud, 30K, man. We in that thing.
Whoa, bring that back. Whoa. You dropped Black Diamonds and you didn't let me know.
Oh man, I thought I did tell you.
Nah, you didn't tell me. I'm a little hurt. My feelings is a little. I see. That's what happens when I get spoiled with stuff, and then it's just kind of like you know what I'm saying, thing with Guy. You know what I'm saying? He told you about it, and then you know what I'm saying, and then So I feel like that, like my brother, right? So my brother, you know what I'm saying, he always let me know like when he dropped the stuff, and this is the first time, literally the first time since we connected that you dropped something and didn't tell me.
I think I snuck that by you and Elines. I just realized I didn't tell Elines either. I snuck that by everybody.
Yeah, you about to get jumped down. Nah, man. Oh man, shoot. See, man, when we get to the level of freedom that we want to get to, we can do more than just an hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to do stuff like play stuff like that live.
Yeah.
I can't. Unfortunately, I cannot do that today. We got to get to this topic. So, but I appreciate you. Let me just say that
I appreciate you.
Man. I'm glad you're back, man. Like, we've been. Man, I'm ready, boy. I'm ready. So, we've been rolling with the punches. And speaking of mental health issues, you know what I'm saying, they bring about a lot of rolling of the punches. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my my quick random opinion about this particular topic. And so again, I want to talk about the church and mental health. You know what I mean? I think mental health at the church is one of those things that the relationship is almost like a love-hate. You know what I'm saying? Or it can be almost seen like that in the sense that, the church seems to be like, yo, we hate what you do, but it also comes off like we hate you for people that have mental health issues. Because like the way that it gets treated. Now, I'm not saying this is like the overall body per se, or the this is not like everybody is grouped into what I'm saying. I'm just saying that there are certain there are groups of people within Christianity that seem to not do well. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's done purposely. I think it's more of a learned behavior type of issue, where it's not really understanding how to deal with people with mental health issues. And so when you just do things like, when you say certain types of things to try to give an answer or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really do anything. If anything, it can kind of be hurtful and things like that. So the reason why I didn't say specifically some of those things, because I want to kind of get into that specifically with you. And then, you know what I'm saying, hopefully we can bring a couple of people that I have in mind on in the coming weeks, you know what I'm saying, to really talk about this. So my question, you know what I'm saying, I got to share a video with you this morning, kind of last minute, you know what I mean? But like, you know what I'm saying, like two of the phrases that I know that we pretty much kind of hear or have heard is, one that says, get over it. Another thing is if you are a Christian, you shouldn't be depressed and things like that, or you shouldn't be experiencing anxiety. Different things. There are different scriptures, apparently, not apparently, but I'm saying that kind of speak against like things like anxiety and things like you got the one that says be anxious for nothing, but in all things give thanks and supplication to God and so forth. So, but my question is, like, what are some of the reasons mental health issues such as depression are demonized? Like, why does it seem like, like, and I'm talking about obviously in your, from your particular perspective, like, why do you feel like it's always, oh, that's a spirit of this or that's a spirit of that, versus just saying, oh, we got to figure out, like, is this something, physical, is this in regards to your physical body, or is this, in regards to, or your emotions, or is this, in regards to, something that is spiritual, because we are spirit beings, every person is a spirit being, so, inside of a body. But it's not always one or the other. So I'm wondering, like, like, what are some of the reasons that things like depression is really demonized and not really approached with better help, I guess.
But before I answer it, I'm gonna give a little bit of context to why I feel this way. I was extremely depressed. Still, like, my early years of, like, I ain't gonna say my early years of Christianity, because I've been saved since I was a kid, but like when I actually made myself a part of church culture, you know what I mean? I got saved when I was really young, but still wasn't like a regular at church until I was in my 20s. So when I started going to church regularly, I noticed something about church culture. And what the issue with church culture and mental health is that the church culture loves to address the behavior without addressing the emotion.
Yeah.
They want to go straight to the behavior, but they never want to hear out the emotion in full. It's almost bad to speak about exactly how you feel, because we want to go straight to behavior modification. Well, you can't act like this. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, okay, what's causing me to act like this?
Right.
And the causes are always just devil demon. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no detail to the cause. So I think that's our number one. I think that's our number one issue, and why we haven't been able to deal with mental health in the right ways, because we don't want to pay any attention to the emotions that people are going through to make them behave a certain way. We just want to modify their behavior because it looks a certain way. Yeah,
I definitely agree with that. I think one of the reasons why, like, we deal with people who seem to be ill-equipped, I guess, is because, like, one, like I just said, like, the ill-equipped, like, they don't know the answers to the mental health issues. I know, like, I've been one of them. You know what I mean? It's just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, we're raised, which is kind of one of my other points and thoughts, is, like, religious people are taught to turn to God or a higher power. So when you're kind of only taught that and not really taught, like, things that you can actually do yourself to help somebody, or to, like, for instance, I'm gonna kind of use this as an example. Hope this makes sense to anybody that's watching or whatever. I was at the gas station last night. This guy needed gas, right? You know what I'm saying? So he said that he walked up to me, politely respectful. He said, like, hey, I need gas. He just ran out, so he's just trying to get like $5, $5 into the tank. So I guess he didn't really have far to go. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I had brought 60 because I was trying to basically fill up my tank. So I was like, well, I know I don't need the full 60, but I got, I just had 60 in cash to put in for gas. So I'm like, all right, well, he's asking for 5. He came up to me politely or whatever. Let me just, I just felt like on my heart, like, let me give him 10. So I didn't tell him I was going to give him 10. I just went in. I was like, all right, give me a minute. So I went in, paid for my gas and his, and I put 10 on there. So, you know what I'm saying? He's like grateful, you know, like, oh, cool. Like, man, really, thank you. Blah, blah. I'm just like, you know, thinking to myself, like, especially with the particular mindset of community that I've been in lately, it's been like, yo, like, if you can just help, you know what I'm saying? Just help. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter who it is, skin color, anything. So my point that I'm saying is when we have somebody come up to us and say, hey, I need help with a mental health issue, instead of saying, oh, go to God, because I, you know what I'm saying? Like the way I was raised, I said like this, the way that I was raised in church culture, it's like, oh, you pretty much go to God, go to God. God got the answers. The Bible got the answers. God, you got all the answers, you know. But it's like if I would have told him, oh, well, go to God for as a representative of God. Why can't I be like, oh yeah, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? I got 10 for you, or I got 5 for you. If that's all I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, because as a representative, what I do is seen as basically as if God did it.
Yeah.
When you really think about it, because as just like if you take a the ambassador of a country or something like that, whatever they do, you don't say that he did it. You say that that country did it.
Yeah.
We are ambassadors of Christ. So as an ambassador of Christ, it's my job to do what I can to help them. And then whatever I can't do, then I say, okay, let me go to heaven. Let me go to God. God, I can't do anything. I'm not capable at this moment because I don't have the cash or whatever on me. But can you know what I'm saying, bring somebody here to you know, can you send somebody here or something, you know what I'm saying, put on somebody's heart to give this man some money for gas, or to bring a gas can, you know what I'm saying, a fuel can or whatever, with some gas in it to put in his car. You know what I'm saying? That's my job. Is me, if I should be well equipped enough to handle situations. And then with the situations that I'm not well equipped enough to handle, here we go, because I'm connected. Mm-hmm. And as an ambassador, you're supposed to remain connected to your country. So as an ambassador of the kingdom of God, God, I don't have the tools on me right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Either can you give me, you know what I'm saying? Somebody give me, send it to my Cash App. Send it, you know, my Venmo. So, you know what I'm saying? And then, I got you. Here it is right here. You know what I mean? Like, ask for the tools. I think the thing is too, like, because we're really taught to turn to God for it, we make it seem like he's the one that has to do everything. And we're just alleviated of doing anything. And it's like, no, like, you're not alleviated of doing anything. If anything, you have the responsibility, or you have the mantle on you. Like, you've been placed with that responsibility, you know what I'm saying, to help out wherever you can, whenever you can. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
no, I agree, man. I mean, and look, I it hit me the hardest, like, when I realized I had been using that same type of method to help people out. Was it happened in my marriage. My wife had poured out something really personal to me. And, you know, after she said it, my first thought process was, oh, dang, girl, you need to pray about this. You know what I'm saying? So my response was telling her to go to God about it. You know what I'm saying? But she was pouring it to me. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize it at first. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say anything. She was mad for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Then when she finally expressed it to me, she was like, I felt dismissed. You know what I'm saying? I felt like you didn't want to hear my problems. So you sent me away, you know? And so, like, what I realized that, that's, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I realized that culture, it makes Christians are not, they're not great listeners because of that culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not great listeners. We've become great prescribers. You know what I'm saying? And the people who fill the prescription don't listen to your problems. You know what I'm saying? They just look at what you've been diagnosed with and they give you medicine. You know, they don't listen to your problems. So that's what we do. We become prescribers. You know what I'm saying? And instead of the person that's supposed to sit, give you the space to help you diagnose. You know what I'm saying? We're not just the prescribers. So that's why I feel like we've been doing. And I feel like we have to not just train each other like in the language of mental health, but we got to begin with just training each other in how to listen. You know what I'm saying? How to sit and listen through somebody having problems. And also too, a lot of Christians expect people to change really fast when we do give our advice. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't happen very fast for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so but that's our patience. Now, the thing that did kind of trip me out about the video that you sent. Now, those scriptures, you know what I'm saying? I do believe that those scriptures are the answers to those questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I believe that's 1 Peter 5:7. The be anxious for nothing, cast all your cares and anxieties upon God because He cares for you. I don't know if they used that one in that video, but I know that's one about anxiety that I've heard often. You know, and so I really do believe that is something that takes faith to believe, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that it actually does work. I really do. Especially you know, the scriptures out of Philippians about fix your thoughts on whatever is notable, whatever is honorable, whatever is love. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there is an authority that we do have over our thoughts, and I don't disagree with them on saying that. You know what I'm saying? There is an authority that we do have on our thoughts that takes faith to be able to hold on to. But I don't feel like we're giving each other the space to step into that authority gradually, because some people's problems are harder than other people's problems, because we expect them to act in that authority as soon as we tell them that they have it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, man, like you gotta sit with that person that came to you through years of anxious moments before you can believe, you know what I'm saying, that scripture is working. And that's what we don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? We quick to be like, oh, they don't listen to us, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But nah, man, patience mean I will sit there, you know what I'm saying, with you for years, for months, or whatever it takes to help this heal, you know? Yeah. So yeah, man, that's you know, that's how I feel about that.
Yeah. No, first of all, I'm with you. Sidebar, I can't wait. Should be sometime within the next few months. Can't wait to get my little soundboard or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, so I could drop my little sound effects and stuff.
Oh, you gonna be able to do? Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get there, bro. I'm gonna get there, boy. When I do,
I can't wait to do that.
The fun that we're gonna have. That's every time when somebody says a bar,
that's gonna be fun.
Like,
that's gonna be fun.
God, I'm just saying, because you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You just said some bars. I'm like, yo, like. We got to get to that point where we don't make it seem like if I just throw a scripture out there, I'm just taking all the problems. No, there's too many gray areas for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put in the work for the gray areas. Like, we got to put in the work for the gray areas, because gray areas is where you have to, like, now. So okay, so I was just thinking yesterday, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the Bible don't have all the answers though. Mm-hmm. If my what was the situation particularly? I was type like I think the type of situation I'm thinking of is like, if my child does something, I can't remember, but like let's say that I make my wife mad, right? Now she's mad. The Bible doesn't tell me specifically what to do when my wife is mad.
Right? No, I don't.
Now, here's where I would say, well, the Bible does have the answers for all situations, because at the end of the day, you use wisdom, right? So if you know your wife is mad, what have you learned about your wife when she's mad? To, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, you haven't paid attention, you didn't learn anything yet. Oh, well, take this opportunity to learn. That's wisdom in and of itself. To learn about the person that you're dealing with when they're in that mood. What are they like? What do they do? How do they respond to stuff? All of that. Okay, cool. That way, when the future thing comes, you know, oh, maybe I need to take a step back. Oh, I need to let her have her space. Oh, no, don't let her have her space, because that's not what she likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on the type of person that he or she is, that you say, oh, you know, my spouse is like this, or, oh, my spouse, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because no one spouse is the same. So how you deal with them, that's why there is no specific answer for every specific type of situation, because every person is different.
Every person is different.
You can't have a specific, because you know what I'm saying? Because then if that's the case, every book, whether it's the Bible or anything else, every book would just be too big to read through. You would have to literally go look into like the Bible or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They would have to have everybody's specific name, like a dictionary in the book, and then you would have to go find their name, go in alphabetical order, find her name. In my case, Jasmine Roberson. Oh, Jasmine, you know what I'm saying? Well, probably, be Higgins, before she was married, so that's her maiden name, and then you go over. It might magically change once you get married in the book to the last name, which is not Roberson. So you look up Jasmine, up there it is. Now Jasmine, move, anger. All right, what do I? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way to get a specific answer for your specific situation. And here's the thing: there's never really the same type of situation in your marriage. You know what I'm saying? Every type of move is going to be based off of a different type of situation. So you would literally have to have every type of situation there is in the book before it happens. So that way, when it does happen, it's there. You know how many pages it would take? You have to literally have a book just for her alone. You would literally have to have a book just for me alone. So that's why it looks like there is no answer for my situations because I can't, you know what I'm saying? There's too much detail. Yeah. For just one person alone, let alone billions of people throughout time and space. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, you time traveling. God would be time traveling. Oh, this one right here, Mark Roberson, Senior. Okay. When he gets mad, he likes to go like this. When he's depressed, he likes to respond like this. But then it depends on what it is now. If it's a woman that hurt him, we gotta do it like this. Or if it's he's angry with his kids, he responds this way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too many variables to count. So that's why it looks like but if I take these blanketed statements, so to speak, use wisdom. Oh, well, what's wisdom? First, wisdom starts with me learning something. So I have to be able to learn. Like if I don't take the time to learn, I'll never get wisdom. But you know what I'm saying? And learning means you listen. Whether you listen to an old head or you listening to the person in the situation while you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But you gotta listen. You gotta pay attention. So you know what I'm saying? It's too many. Like I said, too many blanketed. It's too many details. Excuse me. To have an answer for like a direct answer for everything. But if you would again use wisdom, if you don't know what else to do, wisdom is the best way to go at the end of the day. Because at least with wisdom, you'll be able to apply things that you know what I'm saying that other people probably won't be able to apply because you learn something.
See, the reason why responses like that, like, all right, use wisdom or go to God for wisdom. The reason why responses like that are hard for people to take in because that means that I still got to do work. You know what I'm saying?
Where you about to go right before you said that?
I still got to do work. You know what I mean? So like,
think about like bad now.
Like one of the scriptures that was used in that video that we saw, it was the be anxious for nothing, right? But do everything prayer and supplication, right? Which once again, like I said, I wholeheartedly believe, you know what I'm saying, that's how God wants us to be. But you know what I'm saying, in the general sense, what I do is then that principle should guide me back to God. Okay, God, be anxious for nothing. Okay, what am I anxious about? I'm anxious about this. Why am I anxious about this? Okay, how does being anxious about this make me behave? Okay, how does being anxious about this affect the people around me? What I need to do about, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's work after you get to it. But we act like if I just tell you these words, you're supposed to believe me, and then your life is going to change. You know what I'm saying? I just supposed to say it to you, you believe me, and life is going to change. Nah, bro, like it takes work, and sometimes that's years of work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not just gonna be weeks or days. Sometimes it's years of work. And a lot of us know, you know what I'm saying? Like even things that we've been delivered from. One of the things that me and Alana was talking about on the last live was that, you know, you can forgive somebody, but it doesn't mean that all the triggers go away from the experience that happened. You know what I'm saying? So I used to feel like if I forgave you, all my triggers was gonna disappear. No, you know what I'm saying? I gotta forgive you, and then I gotta go through the work of every single thing that's triggered me about this experience before I'm fully healed. You know what I'm saying? So it's not one move, right?
Oh, so wait. Let me ask this. Let me throw this out there. So then that means you can forgive somebody, like you can have released forgiveness to them, but still feel that way. So you can feel that way.
Yeah, you can still feel
not
triggered.
like necessarily be unforgiving towards them. This is how I feel. I can't help. You know what I'm saying? This is
you can still feel triggered. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's good. Never thought about that before.
So, huh?
See, that's all. See, because now that helps free people into realizing that you can't. I'll say it like this. I think some people feel like they have not forgiven people because they still feel.
Because they still have the emotion.
Yeah. But it's like, no, like just because you necessarily feel that doesn't mean that you haven't forgiven. It just means that you got to deal with the emotional impact of it.
Exactly. Woo! And now you're new, because now what you did was, by forgiving, you gave yourself a new job. Now your new job is to take care of every emotion. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to deal with the emotion one by one every time you get triggered. It's like the work of the kingdom doesn't stop in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's a lifetime work. And we think that we think that we're supposed to hear certain things and then it goes without work on our end. You know what I'm saying? Like that God does all the work. Now Jesus did the work so that you can work. Now you can work. You know, so we thought he did the work so we can be lazy. Right? Nah.
Bro, like, see, I was gonna say, oh my goodness. See, I was just thinking, like, you know what I'm saying? You receive power after you know what I'm saying, become filled with the Holy Spirit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that just means, like, you know what I'm saying? That pretty much just means he gives you the ability to now to handle your business. You know what I mean? Like now you're not weak. You know what I'm saying? Now when you feel like you are weak, you just tap into his strength. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I mean, you can, you know, try to ask questions on how to apply that, you know what I'm saying, for your life, because everybody's not gonna fully understand that right off the bat. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's you're no longer leaning on your own strength, because your own strength can only go so far. So you have to. So how do you lean on his strength? You gotta start learning his ways. You gotta start learning how does he, you know what I'm saying, the perspective of God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you can get this straight, if you can get that mind, that viewpoint, that perspective straight, oh my God, you know what you could really be doing?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could just change this, if you could change the way you think, what?
And then, bro, on that video, okay, now I do have one really negative about that video. And not from the presenter of the video, because like I said, I didn't finish it, but because I didn't know exactly where he was going. Because the only thing I do say is that I also don't believe that we can take away every spiritual implication of mental health. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the spiritual implication is still there. Like I feel like sometimes when we think of demonic, that we automatically think psychopathic serial killer. You know what I'm saying? But unclean spirits weren't all trying to kill people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes an unclean spirit would just make you mute or deaf. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. So so sometimes I feel like, I know the church has pushed, you know what I'm saying, demonic possession in a weird way. So I feel like, you know, sometimes we want to separate that completely from mental health, you know, but I knew somebody who used to perform exorcisms at a mental hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a minister and that's what he did. Yeah, that's what he did. And remember, I grew up in the South. So there's a whole lot of witchcraft and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, that goes on. Yeah. And sometimes I feel like depending on the kind of the area you live in, you don't see it as often. I met a pastor that was from Fiji too, and he used to go on missionary trips, and he's like, the same stuff that we call chemical imbalances out here, they call demonic possession out here, but they actually see deliverance. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually take it that way. Now, Grant, I don't believe that everybody needs to try to perform exorcisms on people. You know what I'm saying? You might not be trained for that. You probably don't understand what that is.
That's a specialist thing. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
but I do believe that there is a spiritual implication, because I do believe that the words that, you know, that God does heal, you know what I'm saying, everything. Now that I'm completely convinced of, that he heals everything. But anyway, I'll say this. The way that I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we've been taking mental health in America has been, you know, will separate the spiritual implication from it, from the science side, and we almost kind of make them enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like we made the science the enemy of the faith, you know? And to me, the scientific explanation is just the physical explanation of the spiritual, you know what I'm saying, thing that's happening. So I don't believe, you know what I'm saying, you can separate the two. But this killed me on the video. When they started saying that, and they played multiple pastors who said it, that anxiety is a sin. And that I was like, all right, now, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Like, you don't call an emotion a sin. Like, the Bible doesn't even call anger itself a sin. It says, in your anger, do not sin. You know what I'm saying? Be slow to speak and be quick to listen when you're angry, because it doesn't produce the righteousness. Yeah, it's a warning of how to use it. You know what I'm saying? When it happens. But to just straight up like, yo, it's a sin. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, and I mean, Jesus felt the highest amount of anxiety before he went to the cross. You know what I'm saying? When he was bleeding, I mean, yeah, he was sweating so hard, and it was like drops of blood. That was anxiety. You know what I'm saying? That's clear anxiety by any scientific notion. And you're gonna say that that's a sin? Like, come on, that right there. I said, okay, when you start telling people, when you start labeling everything as sin, and then you use the definition, whatever definition, because a lot of people we don't even really always agree on what the definition of sin is. But you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna tell people that it's separation from God, that's the one I'm commonly here. You know what I'm saying? So every time I'm anxious, I'm separated from God. But the scripture tells me to place my anxieties on God. How do I do that if I'm separated? You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you tell me that I'm sinning by my emotion, that you're telling me that I'm moving further away from God. How are you gonna do that? But then tell me to come closer. It's confusing. You know what I'm saying? So I now that kind of stuff, I apologize for anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's heard that from the church, that you're in sin because of an emotion that you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, those commands and those principles are there because they're giving you a way to get out of that emotion when it comes. But you're not in sin because it's there. You know what I'm saying? But it's a guide on how to use it. So I think the Bible, like you said, it guides us to go back to God and do the work. You know what I'm saying? It's not the scripture prescription is not the work itself, you know, and we got to do all the work of listening. We got to do that work. We got to be better at that, man.
Sorry, I had kind of a random impromptu window of I guess revelation or I don't know what to call it, but like the light bulb kind of made me think like, that's not so bad. And it had nothing to do with this podcast. But it was crazy because like I'm listening to you, but at the same time, like just I don't know, man. Sorry. But anyways, no, so I definitely agree. You call it, like you said, calling an emotion sin is like saying basically you are sin. Like
yeah.
What? Wait, let's go back. Let's rewind. Back to Genesis. We were made in the image of like God, were we not? I'm just trying to. All right, I'm just trying to make sure I read the same vibe. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He took, you know what I'm saying? He took us and made us out of dust. He made man. He formed us out of dust. Did he not? All right. I'm just trying to make sure that we are on the. I'm just trying to make sure. You know what I'm saying? All right. So if he did all that, and then he made Eve, you know what I'm saying, out of the rib of the man, when he, you know what I'm saying, put him to sleep. He basically performed surgery, so to speak. And you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I'm gonna use you to create this, right? I'm gonna use you as the foundation. Really think about it. He laid him down, right? Like you lay the foundation down, you laid him down. That's dope. I didn't even think about that till just now. That's fire. All right, God, I see. That's dope. That's dope. That's so creative. So literally, he made the man the foundation by laying him down. He laid down the foundation. Then he was like, yo, I'm gonna build on top of this now. I'm gonna use this rib out of you, and I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna close you up. And you know what I'm saying? Because I'm powerful like that. I can close you up, and you're still gonna be full, right? So now he got a
that's what you do with the foundation, right? You lay it down, and then you gotta put a bare layer on top of it to close. Man, look, I see you. I see where you're going.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? This is all God. This ain't me. This is all God, right? You know what I'm saying? He closed it up. You know what I'm saying? Then he built on top of that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then he built on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Later on with the kids. You know what I'm saying? And then he built on top of that, like building. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, like yo, like all right, how are we sin? And so you know what I'm saying? So then you're saying God is sin. We were made in His image like this. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, that's like saying, oh, I'm a make more money from this particular bill. So now whatever this bill is what those bills will also be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need us to think about that. Whatever God is what we are. Because he made us from himself. He made, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm not saying we necessarily share every specific attribute that he has, right? But I'm saying, like, he made us in a way that we can really, really represent him in a way that says he really is real.
Yeah.
And he creative. That's one of the
May I remind us of the type of emotions that God has?
Oh, he has anger for sure.
Jealousy,
anger for sure.
Anger,
oh my goodness.
Hate, jealousy, anger, you know what I'm saying? Grief. I've seen all those. You know what I'm saying? All these emotions come from God. And you telling me that we can't feel? No.
But apparently there's something to that. So I don't know how, but in some people's minds, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I feel like people don't pay enough attention to Genesis. If you go back to the beginning, the foundation, you will see, like, how could we call ourselves sinful in the sense of like that we are sin or something like that, or that we are evil, when that's not what God called us. That's not at all what he said about us. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything that he created, he said he called it good.
It good.
So, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, even with like Paul, you know what I'm saying? Or whoever, you know what I'm saying? They're saying like first Paul said, he said that his something that's like filthy rags and stuff. And it's like, I'm not knocking that statement, but that was like his own personal feelings about himself, comparing himself to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much like a blanket statement about every person in the world. Now, am I saying that in comparison to God, what we do, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I think that statement can stand true, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, you know what I'm saying, as far as that comparison goes.
If you're thinking about the same statement that I'm thinking about, I think we might be thinking about the same thing. I know for sure that you said that Paul said it, so it might be the same thing.
Is it Paul? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but
I know for sure. I think in the book of Isaiah for sure that it says that our righteousness to God is filthy rag.
Yeah, that's my bad. See, I think he quotes that because that. You're right. So that's my
right. Bad. So in fun fact, if you look up what filthy rags were, they were the rags that women use during their menstrual cycle. So that's what they were referring to. And they were saying that that's what your righteousness looks like to God. But I used that in the sermon one time, and I said, "See, y'all using the wrong blood." But anyway,
where are my sound effects when I need them? Oh my goodness.
But that's talking about your self-righteousness. That's the righteousness apart from God. You know what I'm saying? It looks like filthy rags to him. You know, when you try to be righteous apart from him. You know what I'm saying? So that's not in the same sense. You know what I'm saying? Saying that like that's what he sees you as, you know? Right. And I feel like sometimes they do use those kind of scriptures to make it seem like,
exactly.
Yeah, that's how he views you. You're so much smaller than him. You're so insignificant in his eye. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you say all that, but then tell me that he loves me. This is an abusive relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is...
No, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know, I've said this before. I can't stand when sermons start off with saying that God doesn't need you. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's you wouldn't marry somebody who told you they don't need you every day. You know, it's like that is abusive to our mindset.
Because it starts to make me feel like, well, what am I doing here? Like, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. I don't think that we should, you know, I'm just gonna kind of go this way. But we got like 5 minutes left. So we can kind of go this way for a minute. I like me and my wife, we talk about this all the time. We tell each other like, yo, like, you know, we're not in this because, you know what I'm saying, like we need each other. Mm-hmm. It's just that we don't want to live without each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? The want and the need is two different things. So you know what I'm saying? I while I do feel like God don't need me, right? I don't feel like he needs me to do it. He can kind of choose somebody else to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But he wants to. Like, he wants to be in a relationship with me. He wants to use me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like I agree with you. Don't put bash it in people's face or banging it, dangling it in people's face like, oh, he don't need you, he don't need you, he don't need you, he don't need you. Mm-hmm. So I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying, now believe I should serve this God that you're saying don't need me? Like, that saying, like, you gotta understand how people are wired. Like, we are not like mankind as a whole, we are not wired to think that, oh, because you don't need me, I'm fine. Like, we have to grow, we have to mature into that type of thinking. Like, because it's not necessarily false, but it's just that's like you trying to feed a baby meat and they're not ready for meat yet. Yeah, and it's like, hey, what is that? What is that? I can't chew this. What is it? I don't even have teeth yet. You trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I need vegetables. I need things I can kind of just take in and swallow. I can't really, you know what I'm saying? Now, it does come a point in time when you should be getting to a point of meat. You should be getting to it, you know what I'm saying? But until that person gets it, so you got to kind of know, like, who's ready for that. Like, certain things I don't think should be I don't think certain things like that should be done in a Sunday service type of message. Unless it's just like, all the people there that are in attendance at that time are actually mature enough to handle that. And how are you supposed to know that every time? Unless your church is small. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I've heard that preached to youth, you know what I'm saying? And the weird thing to me is like, yes. Oh, and the weird thing to me is like, yo, if it makes me question what the measurement is for them, you know what I'm saying, between a want and a need, because it's like, okay, I know for a fact, he doesn't need me to sustain himself. He'll be alive without me. You know what I'm saying? Like, most definitely. But however, if you want to call it, if you want to say he doesn't need me, then he must have a high measurement for his wants because he's willing to die for me. You know what I'm saying? So that said something. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that says that our relationship with him does bring him some type of fulfillment, because he wouldn't have died for anything that didn't, you know what I'm saying, fulfill him.
I agree.
So why are we speaking? And then there's no scripture that just says he doesn't need us. So I was like, why are we doing that? why would we do that? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's, placed in a certain way to try to say something else, to try to, I guess, humble us. But, I don't think you need to say that about him to humble us. No. But once again, that just shows how far removed we are from people's mental health patterns, because that's not good for someone's thought pattern. You know what I'm saying? To be constantly told that they're not needed by somebody who says they love them and they'll die for them. So it's kind of weird to me.
Oh yeah. This was a good episode, I'm mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't.
I know.
Like, I'm on such a strict schedule these days. It's just like,
the way we just flow. It was like, dang.
Yeah, man. It's just like, it's flowing so good. I hate to interrupt the flow, man. But unfortunately, particularly today, I really am. My schedule today is more strict than normal. You know what I'm saying? Just because I got something extra I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I got to go get the wife early from work and all this other stuff and handle some business with her. So look, I'm looking forward to next week. We're going to pick this back up next week for sure. And then hopefully within the next few weeks after that and stuff, there's a few people we can bring on for an interview and stuff to talk more about this, because there's some things, man, that I think, you know what I'm saying, with some extra perspectives that aren't just yours and mine, we can really start to you know what I'm saying, help the church, you know what I'm saying, as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? Our reach isn't that big right now, and that's fine. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna put it out there, whoever can, you know what I'm saying, gets reached, whoever gets reached. And we just gonna keep putting, you know what I'm saying? Until
each one gonna teach one. You know what I'm saying? That's all we need.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a lot of that.
You're doing this overall, because I do believe that the church should be leading the discussion.
Absolutely. We should be. Absolutely. We tapped into the ultimate power, you know what I'm saying? Or we should be. So I
We
mean, I
should
don't see
be.
why we wouldn't be. That don't make sense. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm gonna reach out to Alana to see if she can come back on. But there's some questions out, you know what I'm saying, that I think that
if you be saying my facial expressions, I be get you prepared to get to.
I already know. You already know. I already know. We already had one episode. You know what I'm saying? First episode saying she was back. I mean, she was here. Yeah. So told me up. So, but man, bro, I miss you, man, so much. I'm so glad that we had this discussion today. I can't wait for next Wednesday, bro. Like I am looking. I'm excited, man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm excited for a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for our current Sunday schedule. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to hit you up like real quick right after this.
Okay.
So I'm that excited. So anyways, man, till next time, y'all remember this is Ministry Without Walls. You know what I'm saying? We flipping the switch on everything. And that includes especially mental health. Till next time, y'all go out and be game changers today and for the rest of the week. And we will see y'all next Wednesday.
We out.